What's up, y'all? It's your boy GQ coming at you with another banger, man. We got a crazy one today, man. Two ladies on the same day in Louisville, Kentucky, man, was shot and killed in front of their kids, man. In front of their kids, bro. Like, and I know people on both sides in both situations that this is touched personally, man, so I send out my deepest condolences and sympathy to y'all, man. Man, it's crazy. I wouldn't even be able to imagine, but let's get into it, y'all.
My first reaction is the children. I screamed, I yelled, I made everybody get down. I have children running here, children running to the Y, children running over there, right along with my daughter and a couple of her friends that she rides the bus with. And then my second reaction is to the person who's on the ground.
I had to watch my sister lay on that ground and take her last breath.
Seeing her mother get in the street like that, like she wasn't nothing, don't make sense, man.
Redaja Williams. Remember her name.
Say her name.
I watched the news the other day where a council member gave an interview to the news. He was outraged, demanded that Judge Green be impeached for releasing the man that robbed the bank and kicked the woman and her two kids. Well, I was watching the news yesterday, and I was watching it again this morning. What was his outrage for my niece?
Now take a close look. Do you know or think you may know that person?
Two young black women. Two deeply alarming incidents. One city, one day. On the morning of August 13th, 2025, Redaja Williams' life was stolen in Louisville, and just hours later, another tragedy struck as Jermia Offord lost her life. Families left mourning, children without their mothers. To watch Jermia's story, watch until the end of this video or click
Say, man, every once in so often, man, Louisville does that, man. Like, you have a day where it's just some despicable shit that happens. You be like, are you serious, y'all? Like, what is in the freaking air out there, man? Like, come on, y'all, man. We gotta do better.
The description of this video. On the morning of August 13th, 2025, 23-year-old Redaja Juicy Williams, a mother of two young children ages 7 and 2, left home with her 7-year-old daughter for the school bus stop as she did every day. At about 8 a.m. near 10th and West Chestnut Street, the routine walk became a nightmare. An assailant opened fire at the bus stop where dozens of children and parents were waiting. Witnesses say several bus stops, a YMCA, and 2 schools are nearby, and that many young children were present when the incident occurred. Redaja was struck and collapsed to the ground. First responders arrived immediately, and police and paramedics transported her to the University of Louisville Hospital, but she was pronounced gone on arrival. Her 7-year-old daughter, who witnessed the attack, was physically unharmed but in shock. News reports identified Redaja by name and nickname Juicy and quoted family members remembering her as a vivacious person, the life of the party.
Mother, she was kind-hearted. She had no filter, didn't care about nothing. But most of all, she was caring and very loving to her family. And I'm so devastated because I had to watch my sister lay on that ground and take her last breath, and there was nothing I could do about it.
Damn, man, something about, like, when a woman's crying, bro, like, man, that do something to me, dog. Like, I know it's women out here, like, they can shed a tear, man, and, man, you be like, dog, you know what I'm saying, you faking. Like, they can literally make you feel like guilty or whatever behind some tears. But when a woman's really really sad and really crying and hurt, bro, like that does something to me, man, for real. Not even gonna hold you.
Take your time.
My brother, that's my brother right there, man. Man, I'm with you, bro. I know I ain't talked to you, man, but yeah, my condolences to your family, bro. For real, man. Serious, man. Shit's out of hand out here.
And we want this called ASAP. ASAP. Oh, she has 2 kids. One is 2 and the other one's 7.
7-year-old is who she's walking with?
Yes.
How is the child doing?
She's
So. As a kid, you know she's gonna be traumatized for the rest of her life. Seeing her mother get in the street like that, like she wasn't nothing, don't make sense, man.
A local mother, Kendra LaRue, was nearby with her own child when the incident occurred. She later told reporters she instinctively screamed for the children to get down and then ran to help Redaja. LaRue even described being haunted by Redaja's last moments.
To actually be in the midst of it and actually seeing someone hit the ground that I know is for the first time.
Kendra LaRue says she's familiar with guns, but never experienced it like this. She and other parents were walking.
That had to be traumatic, bro. Like, to really just witness one of your people that you knew lay there and take their last breath, bro. Like, I know a couple of people that's happened to, and they're never the same after. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's traumatic, bro. It's traumatic.
Guns, but never experienced it like this. She and other parents were walking with their children to the bus stop when the opened fire.
My first reaction is the children. I screamed, I yelled, I made everybody get down. I have children running here, children running to the Y, children running over there, right along with my daughter and a couple of her friends that she rides the bus with. And then my second reaction is to the person who's on the ground. Every time I close my eyes, I see her and I hear her breath. I hear her gasping for air.
The kids are her greatest worry right now. Their daughters are best friends.
And I don't know how I'm going to explain to my child when she gets home that she's not here anymore. And that bothers me as a parent. I'm here for the children because I have one myself.
LaRue says any official response is meaningless unless leaders and police commit to experiencing life in their neighborhood.
There will never be a full picture if you don't get inside of the heart of the community to figure it out. If you don't do that, you won't know anything. Just get out of your cars, talk to the people, walk around, see the neighborhood, know the people. So that way we can be able to trust you. Because as of right now, no one trusts anything that comes out of you guys' mouth.
And she says for leaders and families alike, listening to the kids is critical.
The children most definitely need us more than anything, especially the primary ages from 12 to 18. They need us right now.
She was innocent. She was a bystander. She was a good mama.
That saying right place, right time also goes the other way.
That was on the wrong time. Yeah. And they was wrong for that.
Angel Mitchell says the woman she knew as Juicy was doing right, taking her child to school when someone did wrong.
Shit, it's crazy, man, how the news try to paint it like, see, that's one of her friends right there said she was innocent. She was a bystander, like, you know what I'm saying? The news try to paint it like she was a targeted individual, you know what I'm saying? To where, like, you know, man, she was into something, you know what I mean? She had to be into something, yeah, like, how do y'all really know? You know what I mean? Y'all really, I mean, I see somebody's pointing a gun straight at her, like, yeah, I can see how they could lead up to that conclusion, but for y'all to not have any details and y'all to, like, put that as the conclusion to say that's what it really was, I think that's irresponsible on the police department's behalf. I just, you know what I'm saying, that's just my personal opinion.
I'm just devastated. Like, it's unbelievable.
Mitchell described Juicy as a childhood friend. They had their daughters around the same time.
You can't stop them.
Mitchell knows that personally. 4 months ago, she was...
It split my pancreas and my kidney in half, so they had to take...
Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies.
And then this is in my kidney.
Man, these dudes out here is not playing fair, man. Like, people just, period. Come on, I remember a time, man, when women and children was, like, off limits. Like, now it's just a free-for-all, man. Ladies, I plead to you if you watching this video, like, man, these streets is not what it's cracked up to be, man. You do not want to be shorty walking around, with a gunshot, injury for the rest of your life. Like, no disrespect to shorty, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what she's into, but I'm telling you, bro, like, shit don't be worth it, man. If you got any type of sense, man, keep your butt out of these streets, ladies, for real, because they not playing fair, man, for real.
She says Juicy often checked on her.
Tell me to keep my head up, that I'm strong, and I'm gonna make it.
Mikhail Tinin says she saw both shoots.
It could have been me or any other mother. And it's very, very heartbreaking being in this situation in the community. I definitely would let her know her mother loved her very much for her mom to be out here walking with her. And it happened to her. Sad.
This young boy says Juicy was likening it to him.
She was very strict about her children. She would protect her. She would play with her.
He didn't want to show his face because of the fear of retaliation. He's 10.
I'm strict about her because of all the shoots.
Balloons and a teddy bear.
That's ridiculous. 10-year-old got to be scared about retaliation. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all really... I don't really got no words.
Children as they get off the bus, a growing memorial and a grim reminder of how the day began.
Jefferson County Public Schools, the YMCA and city agencies later announced they would provide counseling and support to the children who are caught up in the fire. The Metro Police Department opened a homicide investigation at once. Initially, a 15-year-old boy was taken in for questioning, but police quickly determined he was not the assailant. Investigators said that the youth was later charged only in an unrelated firearm incident that occurred in the same area on August 7th. As of late August, the assailant of Redaja Williams remained at large. LMPD released a very brief description of the suspect, a young black male, about teenage or in his early 20s, last seen wearing a red hoodie and a dark sweatpants. No other identifying details have been made public as of this video. Authorities have urged anyone with information to call the tip line 502-574-LMPD or submit.
And that's the crazy thing, like, somebody out there know this person, bro. Like, somebody running their mouth in the streets. You know what I mean? Somebody's housing this person, man. They notice something about him that's off. Like, come on, man. Y'all need to speak up, man, for real. It's the only way y'all gonna stop this shit, man. For real.
Submit an anonymous report online. By the next day, grief and shock had galvanized the neighborhood. Balloons, flowers, and stuffed animals covered the spot at 10th and Chestnut where Redaja fell. Dozens of community members held a vigil there to honor her memory, and city and state officials also took notice. The mayor and Louisville police chief appeared at the scene and on local television, promising a thorough search for the assailant and urging public vigilance. Additionally, the mother of a 6-year-old student even organized volunteers to walk the children to school until a suspect is caught.
The community is making sure fear doesn't take over. That location is the same spot between 10th and 11th Streets on Chestnut Street, just outside the YMCA and near 2 JCPS schools.
Yeah, that's the thing. It wasn't just one shooting that week. It was 2 shootings on the same bus stop. Crazy work. 15-year-old got arrested. Then they went to the school and arrested him, but then they let him go because he wasn't the right suspect. Like, it wasn't the person that was at the scene. Like, come on, LMPD, y'all, get it together, man. Come on, man.
Hey, parents, neighbors, and police stood watch at that very stop, determined to give kids the sense of safety that they deserve.
The morning after the fatal being near 10th and Chestnut, hand in hand, parents sent their students off for the school day, surrounded by community leaders, Louisville Metro Police, and the memory of the Louisville mother in front of her 7-year-old daughter.
My daughter's bus stop as well, so she witnesses too. She's traumatized. So many questions.
On August 14th, Redaja's family and community leaders held a press conference to demand justice and call for an end to the violence. Louisville Metro Councilwoman Tammy Hawkins hosted the event.
Redaja Williams. Remember her name.
Say her name.
Say her name. To her friend, she was Juicy, she was Deja, but her name is Redaja Williams.
Redaja Williams.
Say it, remember it.
Redaja Williams.
I got up this morning, she was on the worldwide news. The worldwide news. I work with youth and adults. I've been doing it for 28 years. And I've been saying the same thing. I watched the news the other day where a council member gave an interview to the news. He was outraged, demanded that Judge Green be impeached for releasing the man that robbed the bank and kidnapped the woman and her 2 kids. Well, I was watching the news yesterday, and I was watching it again this morning. Where was his outrage for my niece? Why wasn't he angry? Why wasn't he demanding answers from the police department, from Mayor Greenberg? I'm outraged.
It's crazy. How y'all gonna be releasing all these dangerous criminals back into the street? That's the second time I done heard of them doing that within the last couple of months, bro. Like, dangerous criminals. Motherfuckers that done strangle people and choke people out and just all type of shit. Like, come on, man. Come on, LMPD. Y'all gotta get it together now.
Not just today for Redaja, but for every child whose family I've comforted, every child that came into the office where I worked and I assisted their family. Somebody's mama is on this board. She said, I recognize you from working with my grandson. Let me tell you something. They can't be more outraged for us than we are. Boots on the ground. We're talking about what needs to be done. Get in your community. Don't expect them to do it for you. Because I'm here today because my niece was yesterday in front of her daughter and her niece and all the other children that was on the bus. Where is your outrage for Redaja? You can give an interview about what happened, and I'm not taking away from what happened to that woman and her kids. But give us some too. Because the blacks and the browns and the poor whites, oh yeah, y'all get put in it too. Where's the outrage for us? I'm angry. I'm not angry at just the police or the government. I'm angry at us too. Because we only angry for a moment. We only stepping for a moment. Where y'all gonna be tomorrow? My grandbaby goes to that school 2 weeks in a row. They done shut it down because they scared of what happened on this bus stop. Why are we angry every day? Because when they go home, 24/7, 365, you still traumatized. You still living. You still feeling it. Be angry every day. Be proactive in your community. Be proactive in your neighborhood. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
She got a huge point, because most of these people, man, they just be angry for like a day. You know, I know information moves quick. Social media is super quick, but you know, it's like people think that you put a status and, you know what I mean, that's supposed to change something. You actually got to get out here in these streets, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Get out here, and that's the way you really make a change. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that for myself too, you know. But yeah, man, like, people only angry for a day or two, man. They back to their normal shenanigans. You know what I mean? The very next day after these 2 shootings happen, and we're gonna go over the next one after this video. But yeah, man, like, the very next day they on social media cutting up. It's like, man, y'all ain't learned nothing.
I watched that video yesterday. Ma'am, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that came today, but I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm not angry at the system. I'm angry at us. Not just black people. I'm angry at y'all white people too, because y'all got the money. Make it happen. Don't be angry in the moment. Be angry like me. They shot my son. Nobody did nothing about it. Every single time the news comes on, I'm wondering if they shot him again, because I heard young black male. I'm traumatized. I live in fear. Not that they gonna do something to me, but to another person's child.
Look at that.
I'm at work sitting in my job in the courthouse when I get the call that my niece is being. Where's the outrage, Louisville? Where's it at? We can all do what counts here. But when y'all all gone, and everybody lives in this community, and I live further down in the West End. Where we at? Where y'all at? Where your dollars at? Where's your dedication?
Come on.
And to the council member that was outraged the other day for the white woman. Huh? And if you look at me, you know I got white in me somewhere, so I'm no prejudice. But have that same outrage for my niece, Redaja Williams. Remember her. Say her name, and you better remember me, because I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, Auntie.
Great uncle pleading for answers.
If you're real men, say who done it. Please. Because it may be your child next.
Let's keep comfort us today. But Lord, we don't know what to do.
At a community news conference, grieving mothers sharing their personal experiences with losing a child at a Louisville bus stop. Tyree Smith killed in 2021 near 21st and Chestnut Street.
It's too much copycatting going on, too much monkey see, monkey do, piggyback riding going on in Kentucky, and we're tired of it. You know, people see this crime, they see these people get a little sentence, a life sentence, and they're like, oh, let me copy.
18-year-old Richard Harper was shot in 2019 at a bus stop near Shawnee Park.
You can't stay on a bus stop trying to get your child an education to send them to school. Where can you stand?
Lyndon Pryor with the Louisville Urban League.
Our child should not have to show up at a bus stop full of cops and squad cars just so they can get on the bus. That is not the reality that I want for my child. That's not the reality.
I like his shirt. I like his shirts, man. Like, don't get me wrong, thoughts and prayers is needed too, but man, we need some change, some real change out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? All these thoughts and prayers can only take you so much. You know what I mean?
That I want for anybody else's child.
As the final bus drives off and officers keep watch, the family makes their message clear.
Louisville's authorities noted grim context. This was the second incident at or near that bus stop in 1 week. On the first day of school, August 7th, there had been an h0t at the same intersection involving teenagers. 2 15-year-olds were arrested and faced dozens of charges in that case. After that first incident, police had briefly increased patrols in the area, but Redaja lost her life anyway. This prompted criticism that the city needed more sustained efforts to keep school children safe. Sadly, by that night, Jamia, a pregnant mother of 3, lost her life. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Jamia's story will be the next video uploaded. On August 15th, police were again increasing patrols in the Rusty neighborhood and distributing flyers about the case.
We don't hear too much what these damn police got to say. They ain't talking about nothing.
Attended Chestnut earlier this week was the target of that shoot. Police tell us they have a surveillance video with no audio that reveals the gunman taking aim at Williams as she was holding onto her child's hand. Police say they can't solve this crime without people who may have been there.
We understand that the public is sometimes reluctant to talk to the police out of fear of reprisal. And while I say that's not accurate, I would be remiss if I said it is a factor. But what we need is for the community to start standing up to these people and saying enough is enough. We are going to come forward and we are going to tell the police what you did and that we saw you do it. These families deserve answers. And if it were your family member who was killed and you knew that the people in the community knew who did it, wouldn't you want them to come forward?
Police have released 2 blurry photos of that shirt. Now take a close look. Do you know or think you may know that person? If you don't, but maybe you were near 10th and Chestnut just before 8 o'clock Wednesday and could have seen something, you're asked to please call the anonymous tip line and provide police with any information that you may have.
It is terrible that while waiting for the bus to send her child to school, this mother lost her. May the family and friends of Redaja Williams find solace in the happy memories, and may her soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.
Rest in peace, Miss Redaja Williams, man. I didn't know you, but I know people that are touched by this tragedy, man. Come on, y'all, community, man. We gotta do better. We gotta do better, y'all. Come on, man. For the kids, man. If not for ourselves, man, we gotta do it for the kids, y'all. Feel me? Alright, y'all, man. I'm gonna review the next shooting in the next video. What happened to Miss Jamia? I'm not sure how to pronounce her name properly. I apologize, but yeah, that was crazy. All on the same day too, man. It's crazy.